Is it possible to take these twigs, these sticks, and turn them into rooted plants? Let's find out. It's actually an easy process. Here I'll show you something I did last year. I just stuck them in the ground. Let's turn the camera around. These are black currants, and I just have some sand down here and I just stuck them in. But if we give them a little tease, we see they've already got roots on them and growth. So just imagine taking as many sticks as you can cut in the fall or early spring and turning them into many more plants. A huge cost savings when you think about it. This year I'm doing things a little more organized. I built myself a box just on my workbench here. I've actually named it and labeled it, which is not like me. So we see they're doing all right. They're just stuck in sand, and they will put out roots and all become new plants for me. And I'll walk you through the process of how this works. So what I like to do is just cut below the bottom bud square, count up 1, 2 buds, cut the next one on a 45, and just continue doing that. Square, and that's the top, so I'll just leave it. So this one across, square, 1, 2 buds, 45, square, and that one's long enough. I'll just leave the top the way it is. So the next step I use is just to give it a little bit of a wound on the bottom, just a little cut, something like that, just to expose the cambium layer and some fresh place for it to callus up and start rooting. And after I do that, I just put it in a little bit of this rooting hormone. This is called stem root. There's different varieties, different ways of doing it. Some are liquid. This is one I've just found easy to find, so that's what I've always used. And then that's pretty much how difficult it is. From there, I just score a line and stick it down. And that is pretty much how difficult it is. So I'll go and put the rest of these. These are red osier dogwoods that I just got from the ditch. Look like an interesting variety with that I don't have yet, so I thought I would just grab some and see if I can make some more plants. So on March 30th, I stuck a cutting like this. Just the pruning I took off of this past year's growth. Now that's like 2 weeks ago. And I just checked this, and it blew my mind. So here, we're just gonna gently tug this one up. Look at that. Fully established roots and more growth coming out the bottom. Now, 2 weeks is pretty fast. I wouldn't expect things to happen that quickly, but it did. So that goes to show that this method works. You will probably have to wait longer for other ones to callus up, but that's pretty amazing that happened that quickly. And if you times the cost of to buy one red currant plant, they're probably around $29 in the garden center. And here we have rows and rows of all these different kinds of plants, just from cuttings from the backyard. So really, a really good way of either propagating more of what you have and want more, or you can even pot them up and sell them. A good source of income. So I dug up a few of those ones I had planted in the sand from last year. Look at the roots on those, and those will take off great. They're not all awesome, but they're all well enough along to grow quite nicely on pots for a year. Look at that one. And sell. So I would say that's a success. Okay, so that's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 new plants. Roughly, I don't know, $10 to $29 a piece, depending where you buy them. I'd say that's pretty good. Well, there you have it. How to turn twigs into cash. If you've done this kind of thing before and had some success, leave in the comments what has worked for you. And remember, as always, to like and subscribe if you enjoy this kind of content.